So let's have a look here. Okay. Where's my mouse? Come on. I don't see it. There it is, but it's not moving.
Your laptop.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm here giving you.
You want to give me one?
No. No, I don't want.
Oh, come on.
That's how it is.
You know what? You know what? I actually, for this lesson, I don't need my pen. Because it's all about making graphs.
You can use the software.
So I can use my software. So there. Right, so I want my... where's my graph? There's my first one, my graph one. And then my second one. Okay, so can you have a look at the first question? So in this lesson, it's all about making graphs for quadratics, and we kind of talked about this a little bit already. What shape is a quadratic? Quadratic, x squared. X squared. You know, x like look at question 1. Y equals x squared. Y equals x squared. First question. You see it? Yeah, what shape does that make? No? No? Yeah, a curve. No, not this shape. Yeah, no, like a U. Y equals x squared. Yeah?
Yeah.
Were you thinking y equals x?
Yeah.
Yeah. Y equals x squared has this curve shape to it. And I gave you the adjective in physics class for the name of this shape. What's it called? Parabola, yeah. So, parabola is the noun, isn't it? And parabolic is the adjective. So let's have a look at making the graph here. One way you can make graphs is using a table. So actually, this is why I was saying I don't need my writing pad for this class, because the first question you need to make a table. So what you do is, you have here x, and here you have y. What's wrong? Is that Grace giving trouble? What?
No.
You okay, Grace?
Yeah.
Great. X here. So write down this table, okay? And y. So in the question I ask you for the graph from -3 to 3. Whoops.
2.
Yes, 2 does come after 1. So in this question I say y equals x squared. So if x is -3, what's y? If x is -3, it's 9, isn't it? And if it's -2, 4. And if it's -1, 1, what's next? 0.
1, 4,
9. So let's have a look at this graph. Insert chart. So I don't need my writing pad. Okay. So I can close you. Now, let me just draw this here for you. We want that, and we want that, and we want to go next, next, next. So, title, this is question, or example 1. X-axis is X, Y-axis is Y, and that's the shape. So that's y equals x squared. Actually, let me give that as the title. There we go. So there you go. Please write the table down and draw this. Let me make this a bit smaller so you can see the table. There we go. Okay, so please copy this nice and neat. So in the exam, they sometimes ask you to make a graph. So one way you can make the graph is by using the table. But what's the disadvantage of this method? Yeah, you spend a lot of time doing it, don't you? Yeah. In my example, it was quick because my program drew the graph for me. And it also, you can use it to calculate the y here.
You need to get more
efficient, yeah. So this is maybe not the best way to do it, but there is one advantage of this way. What do you think that might be? What's one advantage of this method? Not necessarily. Huh? What do you mean?
The rates will higher.
Maybe not. I can think of something else of advantage. Well, one advantage of this method is it works for any function. It doesn't have to be x squared. Anything. You can make a graph this way. So it's universal. Okay. Let's see a better way for making a graph though. Do you have this drawn? Not yet. I still see people drawing. Did you write this down? Let's see your drawing. Acceptable. You got it? People are writing in x and y, aren't they, on the axis? It's important. Did you write in x and y? Yeah. Did you write in as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let's go on now to the next method. So, this is example number 2. Can you write this down? X squared plus 14x plus 48. Okay, so this question I want you to solve for x. Find x. And I actually tell you how to find x here. You have to use factors, factorizing. So remember we did this lesson factorizing here. So who can tell me what the two factors are here? X plus 6 we think, yeah? And x plus 8. 6 and 8, is that right?
Yes. Yes.
Well, I can actually check if it's right because I can expand here. And it is right, it's the same thing. Okay. So you might say, well, how does this give me the value of x? All I've done is found the factors. But think about this. If I have two numbers being multiplied together and the answer is 0, it's only because one of these numbers or both of the numbers is 0. The only way this can be 0 is if this is 0 or this is 0 or they're both 0. So you actually can change this one problem into two problems. X plus 6 equals 0 and x plus 8 equals 0. Now this is super easy. What's x? Minus 6 or minus 8. X equals minus 6 or minus 8.
Which one I have to choose?
Both. These are two answers for x. Yeah?
The V is
That's my computer program. The V means or. You see at the bottom? Here, let me try and make it. No, still does it. There you go. Better? So you have two answers here, -6 or -8. So do you remember we did the lesson on factorizing? You remember that lesson?
Yes.
Yeah, where you have to find the two numbers. Yeah. So that method is useful for solving, for finding x. Okay? Let's have a look at another example. Can I delete this? Yeah. Okay. Okay, here's our next example, number 3. So it's the same as number 2. I want you to find x, but this time I tell you to use the method of completing the square. So in fact, you can use completing the square to solve these quadratics. So let's do that. So this would be x plus what? 4 squared, and then what do I have at the back? It will be minus 20 minus 16, which is minus 36 equals 0.
So x plus 4 squared.
Yeah, but we'll do it one step at a time. But to here is okay? Yeah? This is okay? Yeah? Alright, so if I want to find x, what is my next step? What do you think I should do next? Amanda, you know, yeah?
X plus 4 equals 0.
Ooh, almost, but no. That's if you want to find...
Almost
Yeah.
minus 36.
That's it. We should move the minus 36 over to here. Okay, Grace, do you know what's next? What to do next? Yeah. Yeah, no. What's this called? Don't tell her. What's this? Square. So, this one is called square root. Do you remember square? It's for 2. So square root is for this one. Yeah?
Square root.
Continue? Yeah, what do we do? So that's 6. And square root... Yeah, square root what else? Square root this. Yeah. So you have this, right? Well, not quite. I forgot one thing. What's missing from this line?
Minus.
Yeah, the plus or the minus. So really, because I have the square root, there's a plus or minus here. So it's actually like that. X plus 4 equals plus or minus 6. Okay, so what's next? What do I do next?
X equals 6 minus 6 minus 4 or 6 minus 4.
Yeah, so you got the idea. So in other words, you take the 4 to the other side
Yes.
and it becomes minus 4. So you have now x equals minus 4 plus or minus 6. So you have two answers. So if I take the minus answer first, minus 4 minus 6?
10
Minus 10, yeah, and then minus 4 plus 6? 2. So again we have two answers. X equals 2 or x equals minus 10. Okay, so make sure you write this one down. So what method did I use in this example? Completing the square. And the last one? Factorizing. Okay, now we'll go back to making a sketch. Can I delete this?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, fourth example, I want to draw this. Okay. So, first piece of business. There's always one point I can draw on these graphs that I can get for free. What's my point I get for free?
9.
The 9. What is the 9 on the graph, Amanda?
At y is
Oh, come on, you can do it.
I don't know.
So how do you know its name? Y-intercept. So on the y-axis, where does the curve meet the y-axis? At 9. Because if you make x 0, can you see if x is 0, what's y? 9. Can you see that?
Yeah.
You're okay, yeah? Okay, right. So,
Where do you get this question from? Y equal x squared?
this is my example.
New sample.
Oh yeah, new sample. Yeah, so that's a new one. Right, so look. If I make x 0, y is 9. So let me put that on the graph. Let me just zoom out a little bit. A bit more. Where is it? About here. So here is one point which I'll call 0, 9. Can you see it there, everybody? Yeah. Okay. Now, what I would like to find next are the x-intercepts. Does anybody know the name of the x-intercept? It has a name. Root. This is what you call the x-intercept. So what do I make equal to 0 to find x? Yeah, I make y equal to 0 if I want to find what the x is. So I make y equal to 0. Now, does this problem look familiar? Have we seen a problem like this today? We have. What method would you like? Factorizing or completing the square? Yeah, you pick one for me. Factorizing it is, okay? So let's have a look here and factorize this. Soki, can you give me the two factors? Can you see what they are? So he, sorry. I'll get it right, don't worry, so he. Can you give me the two factors? Yeah, x plus 1 and x plus 9. So, Yemi, can you tell me what the two values for x are? What's after this line? X equals what? 9 or not quite? Perhaps? Minus 9 minus 1. So x equals minus 1 or minus 9. So that means on the graph I have one point like, about here. And then no, that's wrong, Stephen. Edit, delete, there we go. 0. And then I have another point here, here. Which is minus 9, 0. I know it's not clear, but I have one point here, one point here, one point here. Now I can't draw on this program with my mouse, but how many points would I need if I want to draw this? I would need 3 points to make a curve. So before I get the computer to draw it, let's draw it in our mind. So you see I have 1 point here, 1 point here, 1 point here. So watch, it'll look something like this. It'll go down, 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 through the first point, through the second point, then it'll turn and go back up through the last point like this. Yep. Alright, let's draw this now. Yeah. So there you go. And yeah, not too bad. 1, 2, 3. If this was a minus x squared, then instead of being a U shape, it's a hill shape. It is a minus x squared. Okay, let's have a look at another example. But I need to delete this. Can you draw this and write this down? Let's practice some more of these. Can I delete this? Yes? Not yet? Yeah? No? Which part can I remove? The graph or the map? What can I remove? What are you writing down? Tahar? What do you...
Okay.
You're drawing the graph, so I can remove this part?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So let's have a look at another one. Let's say y equals minus... well, let me do a simpler one first. Y equals x squared plus 16x plus 64. Okay, I would like people to do this for me, and then I want to check your graph in your book. Then I'll show you it. So I want you to do this for me, and I want to have a look at what you draw. This is important because really 90% of the exams ask you to draw something. So I want to make sure your graphs are okay. Yeah? Why 0? Because, can I write, or maybe just point? Yeah. I want to find these points. These are called the roots. And on this line, y is 0. So if I want the x, I need to make the y 0. This here is 9 here. If I want this point, you can see here, the x is 0. So if I make x 0, gone, you're left with y is 9. So this is like 2 halves. This is to find x, y, and this part here is to find the x. So you have, these are the x, and then this is the y. So can I see the question, which one was it? Yeah, the x and y intercepts. That's what I asked you to draw on the graph. These are the x and y intercepts. Yeah, you know this word? Okay. Intercepts are these points on the x and on the y. You know it now? Are you sure? Alright. Did you draw this? Yeah, can I see? So let me see if you got the points on it. Yeah, so there was only one here. Yes. That's fine. Good job. You got it? Not yet? Okay. You got it drawn? Nearly. So, this is correct, but also what's the y-intercept? You can draw that one too. How do you do? No? Yeah, because when x is 0, y is 64. So when x is 0, y is 64. Yes. Okay. Yeah, and then draw it. Yeah?
I'm not sure.
Well, I wanted to see what you draw. This is why I'm asking you to do it. I want to see what people come up with. Did you draw it? Not yet. Now, not this, because if this was right, then it has two roots, but you only have one answer.
So this one is okay?
No, you made the same mistake.
Why?
If you draw it like this, how many roots? Two. But you have only one root. So this can't be right.
What's the line?
No. No. Well, this is interesting now. I better show you. So, when you factor, what are the factors here? Well, firstly, let's do the y-intercept. So what's the y-intercept? Guys, what's the y-intercept? 64, isn't it? So that's about here. So let me just put an x there. Well, no, I'll just put an a there. Oh, I can see that. Let me make the font bigger. A. Alright, now let's factorize this. So what are the two factors here? X plus 8 and x plus 8 equals 0. So what does x equal? Minus 8. So that's about here, isn't it? Now, because it's an x squared, its shape will be like this. But it doesn't have two roots, it only has one root. So some people, when they drew the shape, they went under the b and then back up. Yes. But this is not right, because that would mean you would have two roots, because you would go under the b and then come back up a second time, which is what you have there, and is what you or someone else had originally. So that b is the only root. So that means when the curve comes down to it and reaches b, it immediately goes back up. So it goes down to b and then straight back up. It doesn't go further down. So on your graph, when it goes down to the minus 8, then it turns around.
Yes.
So it looks like this. See? Make sense? Yeah.
Okay, so now this is minus 8, right?
Yeah.
We have x minus 8, either x minus 8 or x minus
With
2.
2.
Yes, we have 2. With minus 5, I have to come down?
Yeah. Go down to minus 5, under, and back up to minus 8. Yeah. We'll do another example. I'll just, can I remove this piece here? Yeah, because everybody had that, so that's fine. Right. Let me give you this one, a negative one. Y equals minus x squared minus 16x minus 61. Can I remove my beautiful graph? Yeah, so firstly, what's the y-intercept? Grace, tell me the y-intercept. Minus 61. So that would be about here. A. Oh, let's call it A. Right, now, Fahad, no, actually, Taken, how would I find the roots? What do I need to do? Complete the square is one way to do it. Let's try and factorize, though, to see what happens. So it won't be successful. So I have minus x squared minus 16x minus 61 equals 0. Okay, what should I do first here before I factorize? Yeah? Shh. What do I do? How? By doing what? Give me the verb. Give me the verb. What's the verb? What? Yeah, yeah. No, go on, yeah, you're about to say it. What is it? Yeah, sure, it's this one. What's this one called?
No.
Go on, try. We're all friends. We want to help you. Go on. Go on, try. Shh. Go on.
No.
No, you don't try. Okay. We multiply by -1.
Why?
Because, like she said, why do I do this? Yeah. Multiply by -1. Yeah. Why?
Because it will multiply.
Yes.
Multiply.
Yeah. She's got it.
Multiply minus half. Here is x squared
Yeah.
plus
Yes.
16 plus minus 61.
Plus 61, yes, that's it. Good job. So if you multiply by -1, you change this into x squared, 16x, and 61. No minuses to worry about. So I get this. Okay, so that becomes plus. That becomes plus. What? I don't understand what's so funny. It's the right word. Yeah, multiply.
Yeah.
What's so funny?
There's something similar in Chinese.
Oh, there's something in Chinese that sounds like this.
No.
There's something bad.
No.
I feel like I don't want to understand though. Yeah. Okay, so what I want people to do now for me is find the factors here. Find the factors. Karar, what's the verb that means find the factors?
Find the factor?
Yeah, there's a verb that means this. Do you know it?
No.
Factorize. Yeah. So I want you to factorize.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So everybody try. Factorize this.
Where does it comes from?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So,
Yeah. It's not possible. This has no factors. It can't be done. Okay, so there's no factors here for this one.
Yeah, because there's no something to multiply if you want.
Yeah, you can't do it. There's no factors. So then this is a problem. So we think, okay, if there's no factors, then what method could I use now? So let's try and use completing the square. Okay, so if I do complete the square, I have x plus 8 squared, and then it'll be 61 minus 64, isn't it? So 61 minus 64 is minus 3 equals 0. Okay? So I have x plus 8 squared equals 3. Now this is why we have no factors, because if I square root, I don't get square root here, I get something ugly. I get square root 3. Where's my plus minus symbol gone? Here it is. What do you mean unaccepted?
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
No, that's not plus minus sign.
Oh, it's not. You're right. Sorry, I thought it was. The one was.
Beside, yeah.
There you go. So you see, I get two ugly answers. I get x equals minus 8 plus or minus square root 3. So let's get the first ugly answer with the minus. Simplify on my calculator and we'll get approximately minus 9.732, which is ugly. In the exam, don't write this on the graph, you should write this on the graph, okay? So that would be, the only reason I'm doing this is so I know where it is on the graph, so that's about here. So this is point B, whoops. Oh, come on. Which is when x equals well, I won't write it in. Now, let's get the second one. With the plus. So, let's do 4 again. x equals minus 6.267 is the other answer. So that would be around about here. We'll call it C. Now, we want to try and draw this. But what shape is this graph? Yeah, don't forget now, it's a hill-shaped graph because of the minus x squared. Actually, I wonder if I could show you, actually do that one here. Right, just a second. I just want to show you that here. Yeah, no, that's not finished, you see. There you go. So when you have a minus x squared graph, you get a hill shape. I should have shown you that at the start, actually. Anyways, no matter. Okay. So I want a hill that goes through the 3 points. So can you imagine it with your eye? It goes up here, through the C, and then down through the B. So let's look at this in action. Close enough. That's not bad. The last thing I want to show you is how you can find the vertex, the D. In fact, you already know how to find it. Once I have this completed square, do you see this here? You can actually get the answer from this. What's the vertex here? What's x? Minus 8. And y? 3. Now let's have a look at the graph. Let's look at minus 8 and 3. Whoops. Now you see here's minus 10 and here's minus 5, so this is about minus 8, true?
Yeah.
And then here is about 3, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this is the vertex at minus 8, 3. About there. Minus 8, 3. The highest point.
Well,
okay.
The graph.
The
graph.
This is the graph here, yeah? And I'm saying the vertex is minus 8, minus 3.
It's not
Yeah.
from minus 61, right?
What's that? Oh, sorry, the minus 61 is just off the screen. There it is, there.
Okay.
I couldn't fit it in on the screen. Okay, just one more to do here. I'll do it really quick. Can I delete this graph?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so okay, so this one here, I want to graph this. Now, where is the y-intercept? Where's the y-intercept? 2. So let me just mark that in on the graph. 2. I'll call it point A again. Okay, if I want to find the root, I should solve this. Now, I'll save time. Listen, I'm saving time. I know, because it's my question, that this has no factors. So then what do? We complete the square. Okay, so Grace, give me the complete the square here. What is it? X minus 1 plus what? One. It's 1. It's 1. I'm telling you it's 1. Okay. Alright, what do I do next? What's next? Kahar, what should I do next?
Now you have to the square.
Before that, I should take the plus 1
okay,
to the right.
Yes, to the right.
And then Grace.
Remove the square.
What's this called?
Square the root.
Don't tell her, don't tell her. Square root. Now you notice that there's a problem. Can I square root here? No, why not? Minus 1. I can't. So, did factorizing work? No. Did completing the square work?
No.
No. So in fact, this has no roots. So there's only one point left to find, and that's the vertex. What's the vertex here? Let me go back. What's the vertex? Amanda, can you tell me what the vertex is? You know what I mean by vertex? Turning point.
What?
X is 1 and Y is 1. So that would be here, wouldn't it?
Yes.
That's B. And Yanni, what shape of a graph is this? Is it a U shape or is it an L shape? It's a U shape. So we want to draw a U that goes through A and B. B is the turning point and it doesn't touch the x-axis. So what way should I draw it? Let me see. Can you draw it in your book? I want to see if you know.
Just you get it. Like we cannot make it to the complete square.
Yeah.
Because minus 1.
Yeah.
So how we will derive? Let's go.
We can't. We only have 2 points. So I want to see what you tried to draw. So just mark on A and B and show me how to connect those.
What's x and what's y?
B is 1, 1. And A is 0, 2. I'll write them in beside it. A. Oh, it's gone. A is 0, 2. And B is 1, 1. Okay. Huh?
How do you know that?
I just found them. Yeah? I just found them. Where is it? Yes. Yes. I found the A because I made X 0, because the Y intercept. And how did I find the B? What did I use to find the B?
The turning point.
Yeah, which is what method? Complete the square. Let's see what you drew. Yeah. Very good. So he... yep. Yep. Good, good. Everybody's figured it out. So the graph will look... No, that's not it, sorry. The graph will look like this. Which was what everybody drew. So good job. So, to summarize this, do we always have a y-intercept? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Do we always have an x-intercept, also called the roots? No. These graphs come in 2 shapes, a U shape and a hill shape. How can I find the roots? I have 2 methods of finding the roots. Factorizing and completing the square. How do I find the turning point? By completing the square. So which method is better, factorizing or completing the square? Well, completing the square, because completing the square works to find the roots and to find the turning point. So completing the square is actually a better method than factorizing. But factorizing is quick and easy when there are factors. Sometimes you have 2 roots, sometimes you have 1 root, and this example there are no roots. Yeah? So the first example I did, the very first example I did, y equals x squared. How many roots were there in that? My very first question, 1 root, because it just touches the x-axis once. My first one I did. Okay, so homework then, let's say, I feel generous, I'll say just 1 question from each, okay? So, just do the last one in each. E, T, V, X, Z, W. Yep.